The exhibit, you exit the exhibit after giving this wonderful, helpful clerk some autographs, and then you head back to where?
What was the clerk's name, by the way? Just in case we come back.
Yeah, the clerk's name was where we got this name? I had it a second ago. Oh yeah. Excuse me. I just closed my notes. Oh yeah, here we go. Her name was Order. Or sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing these. Order. Yeah. Or yeah.
Right.
Older knowledge.
Order knowledge.
Right. Let's go meet up with Llewellyn, and then we'll head on our way to.
Yeah, we gotta make track.
Yeah, though I'm honestly tempted to go fight that storm. That looks fun, but.
Okay, let's not do that.
Yeah.
We have dragons to deal with first. Then
I
we can
know.
fight the weather.
I know, but they're only going to attack if the perfect storm arrives. If I stop the storm arriving.
I think fighting dragons is more realistic than fighting the weather.
How do you fight the weather?
Exactly.
Magic.
The weather is natural. It will come and go anyway.
Well, I could blow it in another direction.
He's been inspired by these divine tales of all the muses. He thinks he's now powerful enough to like change weather and stuff.
I literally have an ability that allows me to control rain. I can control the winds.
It's not enough.
I know.
That's not controlling the perfect storm.
This is a huge storm. Like you can see from like horizon to horizon, it is literally just black clouds rolling in.
Right, we need to make tracks pretty dang fast.
Yeah. I
suppose it means if there's cloud cover, it won't be as hot.
That's very
yes,
true.
it might rain, but yeah.
And like if they're coming in, then that means there's wind.
Yeah, but it also means that we might not be able to stay up as high, which, well, Karash just points at his horn. I know what that's like.
Okay.
But yeah, so but let's go find Llewellyn. He was dealing with well, actually, we said we were going to meet Llewellyn, so let's meet him by the entrance, and then we'll head on our way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, you meet up with Llewellyn and Chad. They are currently probably counting out coins to pay you for the all the patrons that you've had.
Yeah, the hotel.
Yep, because they come into the Chad Casino, pay for the hotel services, and then enter the mansion. So Chester's been organizing the money and says, "All right, so here you go. This is your cut of all the patrons that have come in."
You made sure we had an agreed deal of 60-40?
That's correct, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, you charged, what was it? See here. Living cost. I remember you picked an actual expense. Was it? It was aristocratic, didn't it? Didn't you? 10 gold pieces a night. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's drinks and whatever else they did inside there and so forth.
I think that might be covered under the expenses. Possibly.
Yeah.
That's probably yeah.
There was 100 rooms, wasn't there?
Yeah, because there's enough resources to feed 100 people a feast.
That's right. That's 700 times how many days was it up for?
Like 3? Maybe
4 days, I believe. Was it 4 days?
3.
We came here at 8 days. We spoke about it that night, and it rolled over to 7 days. And then, how many days have we been here since?
We've got
We got
3
two-
days.
We've got
2
3
days.
days left or 2 days left.
I think it's 2 now, because
Okay.
yesterday,
I believe it is 2 days.
so it's
left.
2 days left. So
So
3
5
days.
4 days then? 4 days.
So
All
that's
day.
so that'd
Seven,
be
seven,
so that'd be
7
2,800 gold, and you get
Oh my.
60% of that, which is
Hold on, I'm doing it.
1,400. Like one, it's just over 1,400.
The chocolate's melted.
Yeah. Mine in fridge.
As a percent.
1,680.
Yes, please.
So did you get the 60 cut?
Yeah.
All right. You got
Ooh,
gifted
that's melted.
1,656
Okay.
gold for doing nothing, pretty much.
And 60 gold, did you say?
1,656. It's in the chat.
Okay, I got it. I
I'm
got it
just
right there.
wondering why that's a little bit less. It's because some of the rooms were reserved for you guys as a party.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't the full 100 rooms.
Yeah.
They
Since
kept-
since
they
we're
kept
leaving,
ten.
I'll hand in all my Chad coins because there's just no point really in having those. So it's 262.
Unless, of course, you want to buy an item.
I want to try and convince Chad to sell me 100 gold diamond.
Ooh.
Even if it's just like one of the 100 gold ones at the bottom of the harp that never gets seen.
I'm pretty spent on diamonds, you know. I do need these for my own spells, so
I know, but my goal here was to get at least 300 golds worth of diamonds just in case one of them die.
I would
I'll-
suggest not getting into so many death-defying situations then, you know?
I mean,
I wish it was that easy. I'll buy it at an inflated rate if it helps.
Best I can do is a deal on the Wand of Wonder. How about that? It's the cheapest it's ever been today. It's only 2,546
Won't be able to get that, and that's not what
gold.
I need.
Coins.
Gold diamonds.
Gold.
Is there nothing I can do to convince you?
But then I will be needing diamonds, and then I would just want to buy them back off of you.
can we have the
You
staff of
see?
healing instead? I'm not that, but
I mean, the Staff of Healing will prevent you from dying, lots.
That is a lot more expensive than 100 gold diamonds.
Hey, look, pull your money together if you need it. That's my suggestion.
I've got one other place to be, but I guess you guys can decide that upon yourselves.
well, we're not there.
Oh, you're not here yet.
No,
Right.
we're
Well-
meeting you at the gates. We won't come back to the casino, so
Well, the casino's outside the gates anyway.
it's outside one of the
It is
gates.
out.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll get back to you on that once I've conferred with the party.
Okay, all right.
But I do go look for a book printing store.
All right. What do you need? Justice has some books here as well. If you need, you
No,
need
no.
parchment.
Not to get books, to find a place that prints books, copies, so on.
Oh,
So
right. Okay, of
Our
course.
publishers.
Sure.
publishers, that's it.
Yeah, I know what this is for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you want to just find a place to print book?
Helpful.
There are, of course, plenty of places that are gonna do
Sorry, what?
a great amount of calligraphy and such.
What's the most can't say the word.
Respected.
Respectable.
Yeah, resputable, respected, whatever.
That would be. Let's call it the boiling inkwell.
Okay,
Reputable.
that's the word.
Yes.
So I'll go in there, holding Elravan's storybook.
Okay. And you want this printed how many times?
I would like it to be spread across the world. as best as possible. It's probably one of the best storybooks you'll ever come across. I don't care about what money it makes as to whether it comes my way. It does not matter to me.
Wow.
I am happy for profits to go to you, so long as you leave some profits to maybe help children within this city.
That is a very noble cause.
the author would have wanted that, considering he had a daughter.
See. In that case, then, that will take the better part of the whole morning, whilst everyone else is doing the exhibit. This will take a while to get a contract sorted where the costs of the book are sort of then paid back into the actual expense to make it.
Is there a startup fee or anything that I would need to?
Yeah, there absolutely would be. It depends on how much gold you're willing to put down, is how many books it will be printed, and how far spread it will be sent. So, for example, if you put down 500 gold, that's enough to get at least the entire city of Guidia and maybe the neighboring cities. If you were to put down 1,000 gold, that would be like across the seas to other continents, like Midra, smaller islands. If you want to put down a 1,500 gold, now you were talking like worldwide.
I slapped down 1,500.
Damn. That's pretty much everything you just made from
Pretty much.
Wow.
Well, we don't need it.
Okay.
We don't need
Yep.
it for the.
At some point, the details will be like sent back to you of when it's completed and when it's shipped, etc. But that is definitely the upfront payment, and probably the rest of the payments you'll ever need to pay for it.
So that's,
If some,
yeah. So that's all of Elravan's stories that he wrote, including the ones about each of us when he was alive. So like
Yeah.
that. And including Lavellan's story at the end for Elravan's story, which was called The Four Seasons, about his
Wow.
life to death within the Chiastas.
The tales of the Feywild, the tales of meeting an archfey themselves. Yeah, it is quite an adventure. Tales of Weep,
His glorious
And-
death.
definitely a glorious death. From T-Rex. From riding a T-Rex to being a beholder.
Yep.
Alright, yeah. We spend 1,500 gold to make this a worldwide printed and shipped book.
Yeah.
More than one language.
With
I'm gonna love the day it arrives in Weep and Datan comes across a copy of it.
Yeah, that's so cute. And with it all, also the fact that all the proceeds are going to like children in need, it's going to be a popular book for that reason as well, right?
Yeah. He
So
will
let's-
be immortalized thereafter.
Yeah. And what's the book called?
I don't know. James, considering it would have been your character that
Yeah.
labeled the book.
Well, the thing is, the book never really had a title to it because it was just his collections of stories. But let me just.
Then it could be called,
The Elravan Chronicles is generally sort of like the simplest thing to go for.
yeah,
I'm just seeing.
or a collection of the Four Seasons or something like that.
Yeah. That would.
Yeah. Tales of the Four Seasons.
I
that'll do.
like it.
That'll do.
Okay, there we
Like
go.
the Earthsea Quartet, but the Elravan Quartet.
Yeah.
The Tales of the Four Seasons.
Yep.
Like it. Okay. And this book is then got to work on almost immediately with this kind of amount of payment up front. They'll probably drop some of the few minor projects they're doing, setting off to setting that off to the side, and they start immediately getting a write-up and how they're going to kind of put the whole book together. Excellent. All right, and then you finally meet back up with the others at the gate outside Gaidia. Go back to...
Ah, you took your time, Lavelle, and I was thinking of leaving without you.
Yeah, I had other things I needed to take care of.
Yeah, it's fine.
I couldn't get a diamond like I wanted to, benefit us in case, well, you or any of the others die again.
Yeah. Well, if I die, I've at least got a backup plan, but
Have you?
sort of.
But
I need to read the details of it again.
there was that staff of healing if we have means of
I mean,
if we have enough, if we put money together, maybe prevent death is better than bringing.
it's
someone
probably
from there?
cheaper, but I mean that was what 3,250 Chad coins, and I've got like 150 gold, which is what what's that 75 33 Chad coins.
I literally gave you all 1,000 gold.
Yes, and I
It's not even been a day.
I bought potions of fire resistance for everyone.
How much did they cost you?
They're 300 gold each. They're not cheap.
Like after haggling?
What is everyone's obsession with haggling?
Everyone's giving you a hard time. That's so good.
Seriously, I do the weather manipulation. I don't do the negotiation side. That was my
You
sister's.
should know how this works.
It's what my sisters were for. That's literally their job.
Well, we might have to haggle Chad down a bit on the staff if we can.
Maybe we can ask him to borrow it until we come back. I don't know.
Don't think that's
Alright. No.
I think the best bet is just to wait until we either come back to the city or we find another city, and I will buy some diamonds. All right.
Well,
Well,
I do
That's
have.
the thing.
I'm not encouraging you lot to die frequently by buying a staff of healing. Okay, that's
just encouraging us.
I mean.
Well, that's to prevent us dying instead of bringing back from death.
okay. Make sensible decisions. Then you won't die.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think me dying last time was my fault. I don't think that was a poor decision on my part. That was literally, we had a big creature to fight and it killed me.
Yes.
There is also a tome of leadership and influence, which is a huge item
Yes,
to
but
boost from 20 to 22
yes.
if you needed it.
It'd be
There's
awesome.
a mantle of spell resistance. There's iron stones of absorption and protection.
See, the Iron Stone and Protection will be within range, and that, to be honest, isn't too bad an item. It's an attunement item, and it's extra, +1 to AC, right?
That's right.
We have a handout for all the stuff that he's got. Haven't
There
we?
is.
Yeah.
Where is
If
it?
you go to items directory,
Yeah, that's where I am.
Chad's Casino prizes.
To be honest, the one thing that I really want from there is the Bead of Force, because I love Beads of Force, but...
Of course you do.
A ring of spell storing can't be understated. It's incredible item. But
Yeah.
types of haunting might be a lesser item as well. If you want the prices of those, they're in the handout.
Yeah, I'm looking. How many Chad coins do you have, Lavellum?
If I used all my money, I would have altogether 712 Chad coins.
How much without spending any of your money?
262.
You
Okay.
guys never heard about saving your money?
That's
Yeah,
the
money's for spending. That's how the
I
economy
think
works.
these ones grew up privileged.
I didn't grow up privileged. I had to work for my money, but still, it's more. There's no point in saving money if by spending it is going to stop us dying.
And
Is kind of the point.
I lived from woods to woods from like the age of 14 or something like that.
I lived on the streets.
The woods is practically the streets.
If anything, the woods could potentially be worse, depending. But I suppose you're less likely to be hunted by
She
people.
grew up on the streets as a wanted person.
Yeah. Well, technically, I was also wanted, but...
Look, you guys spend your money on whatever you want.
I've got no money left to spend, is my point. But
the Wand of Wonder is the cheapest it's ever been at 636 Chad coins.
Wait,
636?
Chad
yeah, which
coin.
is effectively 2,546.
You could afford that. The Wand of Wonder would be fun. It would be using all your gold, but that would be fun.
Oh, I thought that was Chad coins, 2,500.
Well, no, it's a D10,000 because it's a 10,000 watt, like 10,000 watt.
Yeah.
It's in gold, but then divided by 4, it's in Chad coins. So it's 636 Chad coins.
That is very tempting.
It's the cheapest it's been.
Do we go for chaos?
Yes.
I'll make this a
This
party.
is your decision, not ours.
It's about the same price as a belt of fire giants. No, sorry, it's about the same price as the Iron Stone of Absorption.
I'm gonna make this a pie decision. Do we want more chaos in our lives?
No.
Oh, that was great.
I want to say yes, but my brain says if it's in your hands, probably no.
I will say that honestly it sounds fun, but I don't know if it's going to be necessarily helpful.
It's true.
But the Iron Stone of Absorption.
Roll a dice. 1 to 10, yes. Anything above is a no. It's the easiest thing to do when you don't know what to do.
I'll just buy Carius his Be the Force that he wants.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's within the
Alright.
Chad coins I've got now.
You got a Pokeball.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it works as a Pokeball, but it also works as if you're using the right thing. It's a knockoff cliff machine.
Yeah, sure.
I've used it to kill a powerful wizard once. Yeah, it's
Very
like
well
it's
done.
like he succeeded the safe. I'm like, wait a minute, he was invisible and on the top of this tower. Where was he standing? On the edge.
Mhm.
Well, as he succeeded, it pushes him, and they're just like, ah.
Does
There's
Andy
also
have
a
a
+3
crossbow?
dagger.
Does Andy have a
Yes.
crossbow?
I thought Andy
I
had a
think it
short
was-
bow.
Yeah,
I thought for
I think it's a short bow.
yeah.
He is scribbling. Hang on, I've got it.
yeah.
Short bow.
Would we be able to fashion the crossbow bolts into shot bow arrows?
I mean, she hardly uses the thing.
That's true. I've got like 22 Chad coins
Or
left.
if you're looking at healing, I mean, there's the potion of supreme healing.
It's fine. I'm
Save
done
them
now.
for next time.
You done? Okay.
So now I'm only spending what Chad coins I've got, and I only have 22.
All right. Do you want to turn them back into gold?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. It's gonna be.
22 times 4, then
It's you get
88 minus 10%, right? So it's like 80.
yeah
79, so 80.
yeah
Cool.
yep exactly. You get 80 gold back.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Cool.
Right. Now,
All right. Yuriun says, "Finally, we ready to go?
yep.
Back to the Mirage Mountains then."
Yep.
Yes.
How quickly can you
Right.
fly there?
I can get there before the storm hits. Barely.
And if we go on foot,
Um,
we're going to be late,
just-
aren't we?
No. Probably about on time is my guess. Looking at it, the storm is still rolling over the sea at the moment. It hasn't yet hit Gaidia. and which means it wouldn't yet hit Riley at port, correct? It's on the same
Yeah.
line,
We
and the
just
storm is
need to
heading.
outfly it, essentially.
Right. We're on the clock, people. Let's head to the Mirage Mountains and try not to get hit by lightning.
Can I borrow your spyglass, Irina?
Yes.
Yeah, so on the way, I'm going to be looking for that wizard tower I saw with my compass out, knowing that it was in that sort of general direction.
Okay. It gets towards quite late in the day. You spent a good half of the morning in the exhibit and sorting out the contract. So by the time you get to the Mirage Mountains, it is quite dark, and Llewellyn, you're not able to see as clearer. But I will say you can roll a perception check flat, because you do have the spyglass.
Yeah.
The single flat perception check.
Don't fail me now. 22.
Even with a 9. Okay. You aren't really sure of where it was exactly when you first saw it, because you was coming over from from south to north. This time you're coming from east to west, so it might be behind mountains or such. But you do have the compass, and judging from where you saw it last time, the compass is beginning to align itself to where you reckon you saw it last time, but you do not have visuals on it. You do happen to see that the compass is turning in a westerly direction.
I show it to Irina and the others, and I'm like, so, no wizard tower, was there?
I mean,
There
I still
are-
don't see a wizard tower.
But the compass is definitely pointing, and we know
Yeah,
that
I get that, but
I mean,
there was definitely a tower.
I mean, it might just not be there now, right? Isn't like the compass like not just place but time or whatever?
It does have time. As you
Yes.
look at the compass again, do you remember if you was able to discern what time frame it was in last time?
It was present, I believe.
no, it's
Is what-
future.
Or future. Was it future? Past.
And
was future.
the fact that you are both saying different things means you definitely don't have what time it was.
I forgot.
I don't think you did figure it out.
I mean,
We-
I think you figured out
Right.
the three dimensions, which were like X, Y, and Z, but
Yeah,
you
but
didn't
it
figure
was
out
pointing
the fourth one.
upwards, right? And we figured that was future.
I remember the last one you said was past. And I'm pretty sure this one was present, wasn't it?
I mean,
Like it's here for now, but it may disappear.
Roll a Arcana check again, Llewellyn. It's a new day. Maybe it's changed, and you're still unsure exactly how to figure out this damn compass.
What about my passive? I can't. No, I'm kidding.
No, I want
I'm,
23.
to. Pretty good.
That's better
So-
than my passive.
It's hard to tell exactly, but there are several dials on there. One is the kind of beam of like small energy that is pointing in this direction, and it's clearly a needle that changes direction when you turn. So if you turn to your right, you see the needle immediately turn back to the west. That has to be direction. There's another one that looks like a compass, but it could also be probably mistaken for a clock, and you can see the hands on it are spinning anti-clockwise.
So that's in the past. I assume because it's went backwards.
You have seen the hands when you first were given the compass. The hands were still.
So still is present. Anti-clockwise is probably in the past. So we probably missed it.
for now.
Mm.
I mean,
Or maybe we're in the past, and it is in the future.
Sorry, guys, to interrupt. I'm going to have to hop off now because my laptop is really, really struggling. And yeah, I'll be going to bed in a couple of minutes anyway. So I'm just going to switch it off now.
Okay,
All
doke.
right. See you later.
right,
Right.
right.
What's Your thoughts on that, Irina?
I
Do you
was
think
I
we're
was
in the past?
I was gonna
or
say,
Gareth?
considering this is a navigational tool, and whilst I don't have the proficiency in navigation tools, which I thought I did, I'm technically a sailor, so would have been dealing with things like using, because a clock is part of what's used for navigation. It's
Yeah.
So, do I have any insight into what this might be, or
So
what
you
it might
see
be indicating from like
a
a
clock should never
sailor
go
Swiss?
anti-clockwise. It should always go forwards.
Yeah.
That would make sense. The fact that it's going backwards means that it's either broken or something has broken time.
Yeah. I mean, if
It doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural.
if clock's going backwards, I mean,
It's not a thing you should see.
because if I remember rightly, and this is from my own knowledge, not being a sailor, they use sort of the clock more as a measurement of time to sort of work out like distances and stuff, like based on like how things. So if it's going backwards, then it's possible that. I mean, I don't know in that case. Like, is it spinning rapidly backwards, or is it a slow progress?
It's
Like, does it seem to be like how a normal clock would tick, but backwards, or is it more
yes,
just...
exactly that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the normal pace of a clock, but it is ticking backwards.
Then
Precisely that.
what? This is just throwing it out there. What if it's a countdown?
And it's counting backwards?
It's counting backwards from now into when it will appear again.
Roll me an Arcana check, James, because you
This
you
be
did
with,
say, "Can I use my navigation idea tools?"
is
And I'll
this
say
with,
that you can, but
It's only a
you're
10.
probably going to add. What's your navigation tools normally add?
Well, I don't actually have proficiency in navigation tools, but I think navigation
Okay.
would not probably come under wisdom, if anything, because it's like perception
Yeah,
based.
possibly.
But in which
I'd
case,
say
it's the
wisdom.
same bonus, unless you're
I
going
mean,
to.
do you not have proficiency in them?
No, I thought I.
You don't. Okay.
No, I've got proficiency in water vehicles, so I know how like to sail a ship and stuff. But
Okay. No, this is his role basically to determine what it means. You've had your role. He's done. Now he's doing his. Kind of using the idea of navigation tools. A countdown is very
no,
likely,
you just have to have
but
it positioned properly. That was why I stopped using.
okay. Well, so
Sorry.
it could likely be a countdown,
Yeah.
but there's no obvious end to
Yeah.
that countdown. So you're really not sure how much time you've got left. Could be one revolution of its clock, could be several. You're not sure exactly. But a countdown isn't out of the realms of impossibility. Counting down to what? Impossible to say. Not without like further identification of it. But
Yeah.
you know it is supposed to be a compass. A compass is supposed to tell you where something is.
Yeah. But
if it's nearby the Mirage Mountains, then maybe it's worth checking out where it would be after this.
Yeah, not a bad shout.
Okay.
I mean, particularly if we're gonna swing up to the Dry Oasis, potentially we could swing from there and then up.
Plus,
Right.
didn't some sort of wizard or magic user near here help your father learn?
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Maybe this is the guy.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. I mean, if that guy can master time, then I'm sure he can master changing one
I
spell
just
to
think
another.
Tereg has a lot of answers for all of us, so it's probably a good
Yeah.
idea to find him if he is in the area.
Yeah, definitely
Just-
that.
When you meet him, just understand he talks in a lot of vague, slow answers.
So every mage I've ever met.
Irina.
Do I
Okay.
talk in slow, vague answers?
Wait, oh, why? We're considering you a mage at this point.
If you didn't have that glaive, I would kick you off this dragon right now.
Well, he's right. You're not a mage.
Oh
What do you
man.
mean? What's the difference?
Hi, Cam.
Qualifications are the difference. Acknowledgement by the Mages Guild.
There's a mage guild?
More than one Raizo?
There's a... Wow.
Wizard hasn't been inducted into the Mages Guild.
Yeah, I mean,
He's not a sanctioned wizard. He
Yeah.
should be hunted down.
I mean,
Like, what? Do you think they just hand out your dad's title to anyone? What the hell?
I
What?
mean,
I'm just a mage.
You're
Just
a
a magic
wizard.
no. If anything, you're
It's a guild?
I
You're
get
a
Well,
legal practitioner of magic. Is
you're
what you
like
are.
a wild mage, a mage outside the
Yeah.
law.
I mean, and technically, I wouldn't say there's a mage guild anymore.
well,
For now.
I
now.
mean that's just one place. That's one country. I doubt there's one mage guild that governs the entire world. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be honestly that'd
I
be.
kick Llewellyn off the dragon.
Alright. You filled you there.
I contest.
Roll new character for next session. So
If that was how Lavellum went out after all this time.
No, to be fair, she wouldn't do that. She'd probably just slap him on the back of the head for that comment.
okay.
They're
You
not
imagine
dead.
taking-
I know, they're just stuck in some sort of weird limbo.
Yeah, just because you wear the robes doesn't mean you've earned them yet.
Oh, true.
I earned. I earned.
Thank you.
I earned the armor. I got like specific specifications from a royalty for what I did.
I have survived Archfey witches, helped other Archfey with their issues, defeated super beholders,
And
come
you're
across-
still a dis-
come
But
across dragons of Bahamut themselves.
did anyone from the Mages Guild see you do it?
I mean, technically, they saw me being brought in by Bahamut's dragons.
Yeah, but in that case, that'd more make you a cleric.
God damn it.
Oh god.
I mean, you're
Oh,
literally
shit.
being brought in by a holy dragon. That doesn't make you a wizard. That makes you a cleric, right?
Yeah. Totally, you're a paladin.
It's just one of the many things.
And you,
Mhm.
I mean, you know, like reviving from the dead as well. So you're a cleric.
That's a cleric. That's cleric. Yeah, confirmed. Even the book says that makes sense. You are, after all, learning from a cleric's spell book.
I leave the party and I go and sit on the other wing.
The villain has left the party, which means you got room, maybe like Ericos to join, or Space now.
I go sit on the other wing away from them.
Honest, I mean, bring in Ericos. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him tagging along. He can then teach me himself how to do this thing.
Right, Ericos has joined the party.
Uh,
No, anyway, we are going to wrap it up here. I think.
As your dad used to say, some do, some teach, and the rest just look it up.
I learn,
but
and technically I teach. I taught the bozos how to use magic items.
I mean, technically you're a librarian, so does that put you as not one of the ones who do or teach? You're the ones who look it up.
Yep.
I'm not a librarian.
No, I was speaking to Irina.
Oh.
You're
It
not-
was a thing like discussing all the different merits between like wizards, scholars, and librarians. It's just something that he used to say whenever like I couldn't do a certain type of magic and things like that. He'd just say, you know, some do, some teach, and some look it up. It just happened to be I was one of the ones that looked it up.
Yeah.
I'm a doer.
Yeah, therefore you're a wizard, not a mage.
So the difference is teaching.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't
And
make
if
you a
you're
mage, that makes
if
you
you're
a-
officially sanctioned as well.
A mage always takes on a student. They teach. That's what they do.
Oh
So
God, the person that has Lavellin
Oh,
as
that was
their
a-
mentor.
I thought that's like a mate.
God.
Maker.
May Ryla bless them. Carius just chuckles. You know I'm only joking. Yeah. I mean, technically you're not a mage, you're a wizard, but, you know. You're a wizard, Llewellyn.
Nothing saying you couldn't become a mage, you're just not qualified
Well,
yet.
I
Neither
will-
am I. That's why I don't call myself a mage, even though I was trained by the very best. I'm a librarian.
I didn't teach you anything. Yet.
Your book says you're supposed to be a necromancer, but you haven't raised the dead in quite some time.
Why would I do that?
That's actually not true.
I have raised the dead. I raised
Yeah, the
Carius.
Ganassi.
Undead.
And
Supposed to be raising an army, remember?
yes, it's coming. Don't worry. Just muttering to myself.
Yeah, he mutters. This is all telepathic.
It's telepathic, but I'm still somewhat muttering it.
Carius is just like, now he's talking to his book again.
Yeah, that's a weird habit.
But then again, I mean, I know, like, Canterwick's technically, like, an actual living creature, but to those not paying attention, you do appear to be talking to a sword sheath.
My name
Yeah.
is Irina Strange. What part of that is
I mean, I talk to water, so...
Well,
like that's
some
how I
people-
get my name. People think I'm weird.
And,
Some
Kashan
people don't
talks
have-
to an egg.
To be
yeah.
fair, that's his child, so
Well, technically, it's a statue inside, so he's talking to a statue.
And
see
technically,
the smoke rise up,
isn't that your mentor's egg, not his egg?
There's a
Well.
lot of. Yeah.
I don't
but then,
know,
of
but
course, those are also my mentor's robes, not Llewellyn's.
yeah.
All a bit strange here.
I wonder what my title would be if I ever went to the library and studied there.
Let me check something. Your name would be.
Though,
What's the word for doing things without thinking? The haggleless.
God.
I just wanted to. Time was of the essence. I didn't think to haggle. I didn't realize we were going to take so long at the museum and everything. Not that I'm complaining.
Technically, if you were part of the library, your name wouldn't be Carius, it would be Callum.
It's not
no.
too big a difference.
I would have thought it would be Kevin.
No,
no, it's a thing. All the boys are Callums and all the girls are Irinas.
Oh no.
And then obviously your last name, it depends on your personality. So
Dick.
Tempest.
Are you saying Carius is a dick? We're talking
I
about
mean,
Carius here.
Big mouth.
Look over there at distraction.
From your perspective, probably big mouth, I guess, Kashan. That would probably fit me.
Anyway, are we there yet?
No, this is like an hour after you just left Guardian. No, it's been going on a bit longer than that. But we'll be arriving there next week because
We will.
we're gonna wrap it up here, I think. But
Alright.
yeah, good information gathering, some potential threads as to the future possibilities, and congrats on sending out your book, Llewellyn, and see if Aravan's teachings and story reaches all the way to Weep. Until then, we'll catch you next session,
And join us on
also
Sunday.
tune in on Sunday as well for Baba Yaga's Dancing Hut, the witch hunters. They may finally be confronting the shadow creature. But yes, let us tune in then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
What are you looking at?
Oh yeah.
I